Hello everybody and welcome to the Sports Machine. My name is Utah Mike and I bring you exciting coverage of April 9th, 1981. The Texas Rangers visit the New York Yankees, an exciting game of payoff pitch. Hello everybody and welcome to the ballpark. And here are your starting lineups for today's game before we take you to Yankee Stadium number 2. Here is your lineups for the Texas Rangers. Again, we come in opening day. This is going to be as played lineups for the Rangers. Bump Wills leading off and second base. Batting second is our old familiar face, Mickey Rivers in center. Al Oliver will be your designated hitter. Buddy Bell at third. Billy Sample in left. Johnny Grubb in right. Pat Putnam at first, Jim Sundberg behind the plate, and Mario Mendoza is at short. On the mound for the Texas Rangers is our old-time favorite, John Matlack, former New York Met, for your New York Yankees. Willie Randolph at second, leading off. Jerry Mumphrey batting second and center, making his Yankee Stadium debut. Dave Winfield in left, batting third. Bob Watson batting fourth. Lou Pinella in right, batting fifth. Rick Cerrone behind the plate, hitting sixth. Greg Nettles batting seventh at third. Dennis Worth is batting eighth as your designated hitter. And batting ninth is your shortstop, Bucky Dent. And on the mound for the New York Yankees is Tommy John. Let's go ahead and switch you to the ballpark and get this game underway. Again, we're playing an exciting game of payoff pitch baseball. As you see, the baseball and the game has been set up for you. Tommy John is on the mound for the Yanks and John Matlack for the Texas Rangers. And we'll get this underway. Again, we'll be using the electronic dice up on the top. The top two are your single dice, the 6 digits. Underneath are your 10 digits in case you're playing along at home and have the 1981 set ready. We'll also be playing with ball score and ball dice, so I'll be playing mostly off that camera so I can record the stats and everything else. Hopefully everything else is going well. Let's get this set. Here is Bump Wills. He'll lead off second baseman. He's the son of Maury. He hits 293 versus lefties, 230 versus lefties, so he comes at a little bit of advantage against Tommy. Tommy's not going to blow you by in any extreme situation. He'll keep the ball in play, and he'll have to have his fielders play defense behind him. So here we go. Let's get this set up here and play ball as Tommy John gets ready to pitch. And here's the first pitch of the 1981 season. And he gets one in the wheelhouse on Bump Wills on the very first pitch. It's a 2. It's a 30. It's a 38. It's a 38 versus a lefty. And that's a single for Bump Wills. So Bump Wills is on first, and he gets the steal attempt. He calls it a 2. So let's see if Bump Wills gets started. He is a 4D. And the catcher for the Yanks is Cerrone. He is at 3, so it's a 4D on a 3. Let's see what we're doing here. 4D on a 3. So let's see. 4D. Give me 1 second. Here's where. Oh, I'm reading it wrong for Bump here. Let's see. So stealing is a. I'm sorry. We read that as a D4, which is normal. So if he wants to steal second base, it is. It's going to be. No, he does not even get a good. He gets a jump on a 40. He got the jump already, so he's safe on a 43 through 99. So we're going to try to run. So let's see. Bump Wills getting the good lead. Here we go, and he's safe. So Bump Wills quickly gets a stolen base in the books. Make sure I'm reading that. It was a normal jump, and he was safe. Okay, so runner on second, nobody out, and here is our old friend Mickey Rivers getting a nice polite applause. He was there for the New York Yankees 77 and 78 championship runs, left-handed batter against Tommy John. Rivers hit .314 versus lefties in '81, so again, good year. John from the stretch, runner on second and nobody out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 9. That's going to be in play. An in play versus a 47. It's a ground ball to first. Picked up by Watson. Takes it himself, but Wills will move over to third. So Mickey Rivers gets the job done. And now there's one out for Al Oliver. Al Oliver hit .297 versus lefties in 1981. Had 5 home runs. The Yankees will play the infield back. They'll concede the run. One out here in the first. John looks in from the stretch, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 4 from John. That's going to be a tough on a 56. And that is going to be a ground ball to third since it's hit directly in front of the fielder. Nettles can hold the runner, throw him out, and the runner holds. So Bump Wills had a hold at third. 2 away. So now here is Buddy Bell, one of the more underrated baseball players. Came over from the Cleveland Indians. He is the son of Gus Bell. He hit .339 versus lefties in 81, so definitely he's going to be a tough out for John here. From the stretch, John looks in, gets a sign from Cerrone. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be an in-play result of 42, but he misses it. And that's a ground ball back to John. He feels his position well, throws him out, ends the inning, and the Rangers do not score. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We played 1 inning of play. Rangers nothing. Here come your New York Yankees. So here we go. Let's get this baby started from the Bronx. Willie Randolph will lead off, followed by Mumphrey, and making his New York Yankee debut, Dave Winfield, Watson, Pinella, Cerrone, Nettles, Worth, and Dent against John Matlack. Matlack on the 81 season was 4-7, 4.14 ERA, left-handed pitcher. Again, like Tommy John's, not going to break the sound barrier. He'll have to pitch in and around. So here's Willie. Willie hit .217 only versus lefties. So Matlack looks in, and here we go. First pitch of the 81 season for the Yanks, and hits Matlack. It's going to be an 8. It's going to be in the ballpark. How about that? But an 84 against a righty is going to be an in-play result, so Randolph will be able to do it again, but it's only a 20% chance at a base hit. It's a 42 for Willie, and that's a line drive to the shortstop at Mario Mendoza. 1 away, so Randolph retired, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Jerry Mumphrey. Hit .299 versus lefties in 81. He was a nice pickup for the Yanks. I believe this is his first season since coming over. Matlack looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch to Jerry Mumphrey. That is an 8 from Matlack. That's in the ballpark, but again, he's a right-handed batter. You want to pitch in plays to right-handed batters because of the big ballpark here at Yankee Stadium. It's only a 1-23 for Wheelhouse. So a 63. It's a fly ball to left field. Dave Winfield there. He makes actually has a catch made by the left fielder for the Rangers, and that was Billy Sample. So Billy Sample made the catch there, 2 away, and now here he is getting a big applause because he has a huge contract. Dave Winfield making his Yankee Stadium debut. So Winfield hit .298 in 81 with 7 home runs versus lefties. So let's see what Matlack can do. Tough band to pitch to. Matlack looks in, gets the sign. Here's the first pitch to Winfield, and that's a ballpark again. Boy, 3 ballparks in a row, but it's a 1-20, so Winfield will get 1 more opportunity. In the in-play column, 26% says it's a base hit. It's a 38, and Winfield grounds it back to Matlack. He takes it, throws him out, and we played 1 here at the stadium. Texas nothing, Yankees nothing. Let's go ahead and switch me back to presentation view. Make sure we're looking good. The scoreboard is reading well. That's good. The cards, hopefully, I'm sorry folks, we're going to have to improve what we buy here from XSplit so you guys can hopefully see the cards presented in the way they want to be. So this may act like more of a radio broadcast, so hopefully that's okay. So top of the second, and let's get back to the ballpark. So it's going to be Billy Sample leading off in left field. He hits .250 versus lefties with a home run. Tommy John looks in, gets the sign and the delivery. It's going to be an 8 from Tommy. That's going to be tough. It's a tough versus lefty. Struck him out. So Billy Sample kind of smiles and walks away. Again, Tommy John doesn't break the sound barrier at all. And John kind of got him away with the changeup away, and Sample chased it. So one away. Here is Johnny Grubb. He definitely does not appreciate hitting against lefties. That's usually his days off. He hits 245, no homer, so not much power. He's more going to be more of a slap hitter versus lefties. John looks into Cerrone. He gets his sign, and here's the delivery. And that is going to be an 8 from John. Again, that's going to be a tough. That's where he wants to be. An 85, a ground ball to Randolph. Randolph gets it and throws him out. So Tommy John lives up to his billing, gets the sinker all over the place, and 2 outs. And here is the first baseman, Pat Putnam, only hitting 171 versus lefties, a home run, 70 at bats. Again, doesn't play usually against lefties. John looks in, gets the sign, and here's the delivery. And that's going to be a 7. That's going to be patient, but an 80 will take it. A fly ball center field. Mumphrey's there, makes the catch, and that will be the second inning. Rangers go 1 up, go 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless here at the stadium. 1981 payoff pitch. Bottom of the second inning. Here's Bob Watson. Watson, the batter. Watson came over. Again, he's a new Yankee here. George Steinbrenner made a whole host of trades and moves trying to get the bitter taste out of the 1980 season, which found the Kansas City Royals sweeping the Yankees in 1980 and allowing the Royals to go to the World Series and losing to the Philadelphia Phillies. So again, Steinbrenner looking to get his team back to the World Series. Watson had 6 home runs during the season, had 5 versus lefties. He hit 241 versus lefties, only 146 versus righties. So this is we can say, a safe spot for Watson to be in this lineup. Matlack looks in, gets the sign and the delivery. That's going to be a 6. That's going to be in play. A 62, though, is going to be ground ball to second. That's Wills. He gets it and throws him out, and Matlack's retired the first 4 Yankees. Here is the right fielder, Lou Pinella. He's in the lineup today. Reggie Jackson is, I believe, not active, so he is not playing. Pinella, usually a good hitter against lefties, hit 279 with 5 home runs. His power usually comes versus the southpaws. Matlack looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. Here's a 4. That's going to be a tough. 67 is going to be a ground ball to second. Wills gobbles it, throws him out, and there's 2 outs. So Matlack getting the ball on the ground through 2. And here is the catcher, Rick Cerrone. When he came up with the Yankees and had that big season in 1980, he had the unfortunate feeling he had to be the Yankee that replaced Thurman Munson. He did. He had a fantastic 1980 season, and then he just kind of had a little bit of an attitude, and George Steinbrenner and him kind of had words. Cerrone in the 81 season hit 257 with a home run. Only had 2 home runs in the 81 season. Matlack looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And here's a 7 from Matlack. That is going to be a tough. Tough on a 26 is going to be a single for Rick Cerrone. So Rick Cerrone with a single. Again, we're going to be playing with the dice charts on there, not the fast action ones. I have those to my sides. Cerrone definitely not speedy, not going anywhere. Runner on first and 2 outs. Running rating is a 5, so he doesn't get that extra base on a single. So here's Greg Nettles. Nettles comes up. Nettles had 5 home runs versus lefties in 81, where he hit 234. Still a power. Nettles still a good part of this Yankee franchise until 83, 84. Nettles left-handed hitter against Matlack. Matlack looks in, runner on first and 2 out, and the pitch. That's going to be an 8, and this time you gave a ballpark result to Nettles on a left-handed batter. That's a 1/96. That's a 20. That works. That'll be in the wheelhouse for Nettles. So it's a home run from 1/37. He'll get a base hit from 1/62. Here's the pitch, and that's a 56. That's a single for Nettles. It's in the wheelhouse. I'm automatically going to call that a 2-base hit. Runner goes to third, and the Yankees got first and third and 2 outs. So Nettles with a long line drive base hit. So first and third, 2 outs. Nettles with a big hit. And now here's Dennis Worth. Worth, the DH today, only hit 136 on the 81 campaign. We'll see if Worth can maybe make it worth the time for him being in the lineup. First and third, 2 outs. Matlack from the stretch. Yankees trying to get something going here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6. That is going to be in play, but a 79 for Worth is going to be a ground ball to short. That will be the shortstop Mendoza. He flips it to the second baseman Wills and ends the inning on a fielder's choice. So 6-4 goes the fielder's choice. Let's go ahead and record that as is. 6-4 fielder's choice, stays on third. He's out, and the Yankees are out in the second. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left. We play 2, no score from the stadium. So now for the Rangers, Jim Sundberg, followed by Mario Mendoza and Bump Wills. So Sundberg to bat, he hit .264, 2 home runs against lefties in 1981. John looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6. That's going to be in play in an 0-2. That's going to be a double for Jim Sundberg. So Sundberg gets one, wraps one against the wall. He'll go on the second standing, and Sundberg is on there. Sundberg's a 6 running, so keep that in mind with 2 outs. So Sundberg on at second with no men out. Here is Mario Mendoza. Mendoza is a B bunter. Again, we'll take a look at that and see what the options are. Mendoza, again, known for the Mendoza, hit .272 versus lefties. So we might have him. We might have Mario swing away, which who knows? You know, he hit a home run for Uncle Ron's action PC baseball. So here we go. Let Mendoza swing away. No home runs during the season, but he did hit better against lefties. John from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Mario Mendoza. It's a 7. It's going to be patient, but a patient on a 66 is going to be a fly ball to right field, so that's not going to advance anybody. Pinella makes the catch, and there is 1 away. So Mendoza's retired, 1 out. Maybe should have sacrificed him over. They're kind of thinking about that one. Here's the second baseman, Bump Wills. Single, stole second, but was stranded at third in the first inning. So Tommy John looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 10 for Tommy John. That's going to be in the ballpark, but Wills is a right-handed batter, 1-23. Oh, and Bump Wills gets the break here, I believe. Let's see. On the 18 right-handed batter, so Bump Wills will get an opportunity. It is going to be a wheelhouse result to Bump Wills versus the lefties. It's a base hit from 1-49. There is 1 out, so let's see what happens. And the swing. 34 will be a base hit for Bump Wills. So Bump Wills with a base hit. So let's see what happens there. Running 6 on a wheelhouse. Rangers will take a 1-0 lead. So that is automatic to me. That is in the wheelhouse. So that is going to be a 2-base single. And Bump Wills with his second base hit of the ball game. He will not be able to go. It's a 6 on the 2 dice. He needs a 4 or less on the auto jump. So now it's a runner on first and 1 out. Rangers lead 1-0. They have 3 hits in the game. And now here is Mickey Rivers, the center fielder. So John looks in from the stretch. Looks over at Bump Wills, holds him over a little bit better. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a 10. And that's going to be in the ballpark again. Holy cow. 48 and it's, oh my. So it's in the ballpark. 48. It is going to be another. It is going to be another result for Rivers to hit inside the wheelhouse. It is going to be a single. It's a base hit from anything from 1-48. Here's the pitch, and it's a 56, and Rivers missed it. He ground ball to third. Let's see if we can turn 2 here. Rivers double play is a 5. Tommy John is a 7. We're going to roll the 2 6-sided dice again to 9. No. So that is going to be a fielder's choice. So Mickey Rivers does beat it. So let's go ahead and call that a fielder's choice there. That'll be a 4-6 on a fielder's choice. So Rivers stays at first. There is 2 outs. Just waiting for my Ooh, oh, okay. I thought I was gonna scream and lose my scoreboard there. So runner on first and 2 outs. So now, since we've used the dice a couple times, Mickey Rivers is going to try to run. He can get the lead on a 3. Does he get the lead on a 3? No, it's a double threes. It's a 6. So here's Al Oliver. Runner on first, 2 outs. Oliver ground the thirds first time up. So Tommy John from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be an 8, and that's going to be a tough. Tough on a 62 is a fly ball to left. Good catch is made, and does. So left fielder for the Yankees, Dave Winfield, makes the play. But the Rangers get 1 run on 2 hits. They strand 1. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Rangers. So now for the Yankees, they'll step up with Bucky Dent, Willie Randolph, and Jerry Mumphrey. The bat for the Yanks here against John Matlack. Bucky Dent hit .276 versus lefties with 4 home runs in 81. So Matlack looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6 to Matlack, and that is going to be in-play result. But an 87 to Dent is going to be a ground ball to short as Mendoza throws him out 1 away. So John Matlack absolutely looking strong today. You can tell he has a sinker and slider all over the place. He's pinpointing that where he needs to. Here's Willie Randolph. He's lined to shorts first time up. He's 0 for 1. Matlack looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch. That will be a 6 from Matlack. That's in play. That's an in play on a 29 is going to be too much. That's a pop to first. Putnam's there. He's getting near the dugout and makes the catch 2 away. So Randolph retired, 2 outs. Here's Jerry Mumphrey. He flied to left first time up. Mumphrey's a switch hitter, bats for the right-hand side. Matlack, the left-hander, looks in from the belt, gets the sign, and deals. That's going to be a 7 from Matlack. That's a tough. A tough on a 37. He just misses some stuff. That's a pop to first. Again, that is Putnam. He comes over, makes the catch, and he gets 2 pop-ups in the inning. How about that? We play 2.5 here at the stadium, 1-0 Texas. So far, Texas, 1 run on 3 hits. The Yanks, no runs on 2 hits. Here is going to be Buddy Bell. He'll be followed by Billy Sample and Johnny Grubb. Buddy Bell has hit a ball back to Tommy John's first time up, so he's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Bell stands in, big right-handed hitter with power. Tommy John looks in, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 10. That's going to be in the ballpark with a 67 right-hander, meaning Buddy Bell will get an in-play opportunity. It's a 1 to 30 for a single, and it's a 99. That's going to be a fly ball to left. That'll be Winfield with his 3rd put out of the ball game and makes the play 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Billy Sample. Sample struck out first time up, only strikeout for John so far in the game. John looks in, gets the sign. Billy Sample steps in, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 3. That's going to be a defensive check. So now we go to our defensive check card, and we are going to use this one. So let's see what the result first will be. So first of all, we will roll the 2 10-sided dice. That's a 92. So that's going to be an error on the center fielder. So let's see who the center fielder is, and that will be Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey in center field he's an error 3 at Yankee Stadium. We're going to roll the dice. It is going to be a 1 to 41 is an error. Otherwise, it is a 67. And he makes the catch. So Mumphrey with the catch, and there's 2 outs. So 2 outs, kind of like that results chart. That's a nice one. Here is Johnny Grubb. So Grubb, the batter, with 2 outs. He ground the second. Grubb steps in. Again, not much of a hitter versus lefties. Tommy John looks in, gets the side. John likes to move fast. Won't be here too long if Tommy John has anything to do with it. Here's the pitch from TJ. That's a 10. That's going to be in the ballpark again. 58, and it's a left-hander. So Tommy John will get a chance for a wheelhouse attempt for Johnny Grubb. It's a hit from 1 to 37. Let's see if he finds it. Nope. It's an 81, which means that's a ground ball to second. Randolph gets it, throws him out, and the Rangers go meekly in the 4th. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th here at the stadium. Rangers holding on to a 1-0 lead. Up for the second time as a New York Yankee, here's Dave Winfield. He grounded back to the mound his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. So John Matlack looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 5 from Matlack. That's a patient. Patient on a 43 to a lefty, and it's a double for Dave Winfield, his first hit as a New York Yankee. So Dave Winfield with a double, a 5's a patient. 43 as a patient is a double for Winfield. So Big Dave Winfield gets his first hit as a Yankee. Runner on second and nobody out. And here's Bob Watson. Watson ground to second his first time up. Matlack looks in. Runners playing straight up the middle. Nothing giving there. They'll give Winfield, of course, a chance to go to third, but they're not going to give anything up here. Here's the pitch to Matlack. That's a 7. That's a tough on a 64, and that's a ground ball to second. Watson gets the job done. Wills throws him out. Winfield will gallop to third, and there's one away. Oh, those big legs from Dave Winfield. Gets to third base with 1 out. And now here's Lou Pinella. He's a perfect man up there to get the Yankees in a tie game here. He loves getting base hits in crucial situations. Again, a 279 hitter versus lefties with power. Watson looks in from the side. Rangers playing the infield back to look, and you can see the run. Here's the pitch. It's going to be an 11 from Matlack. That's in play. 57 in play is going to be off the charts. That's going to be a fly ball to right. Let's see what the infield advancement says. This is where the question always becomes. So let's read it here, folks. So if the result was wheelhouse or patient beginning the at-bat, it's a deep fly out. The runner on third scores. Okay, so he does. It was not patient, I believe. It was an in play result. So let's see what happens. If all results runners on, let's see we can do this. Low rated option. All other pitcher results run on third scores. If his running rating is 7 or higher, it has the choice of attempt to score if the runner is 6 or left. Runner on second, run rating is 7. Other runners hold. Runner reduces the run rating by 2. So let's see what Winfield's running rating is. He might score with a 7 or higher. So Winfield running rating is a 7. So Winfield does score. It's a sacrifice fly, and the Yankees tie the game at 1. So Lou Pinella gets the job done as a true Yankee. It's a sacrifice fly to right. A sacrifice fly. Yankees will tie this game at 1. So now here's Rick Cerrone with 2 outs. So now the Yankees tie this up. Both teams with 3 hits. Matlack looks in with the sign, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be an 8 from Matlack. That's in the ballpark again. 35 to a right-hander is going to be the in-play result. So Cerrone in play, 1-25 is a single. Here is a hit, and it's a 46, and that is a ground ball to third. Buddy Bell's got it, throws him out, and that will end the inning. But the Yankees get a run, 1 run on 1 hit, 1 big sacrifice fly. We played 4 here at the stadium. We are tied, opening day 1981. So now the Rangers will come up with Putnam, Sundberg, and Mendoza to bat against Tommy John here in the 5th. Tommy John can work into the 7th inning without any fatigue issues. So top of the 5th, 1-1 score. So Putnam, left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher, John. John looks in, and here's the pitch. That'll be a 6. That'll be an in-play on John. He's got those all over the place. 68, though, will be a ground ball to short. That's Dent. Gets it and flips it to first. 1 away. Good job there by Bucky Dent. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Jim Sundberg. So Sundberg, the batter. Big catcher. He doubled and scored his first time up. Always seems to hit the Yankees well. John looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Sundberg. It's a 9. That's in play again. 07 will be a single for Sundberg. So Sundberg with a base hit. Runner on first and 1 man out. Sundberg with his second hit of the ball game. Wills and Sundberg have both the hits for the Rangers today. And now here's Mario Mendoza with 1 out. Now with 1 out, they're not going to allow Mendoza to bunt here. He's going to have to swing away. John looks in from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out, and the pitch. That'll be an 8 from John. That's tough. Let's see if they can get a double play on this. Double play. Oh, Mario Mendoza. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. It's an 8. It's a tough. It's a 46, and that's a single for Mendoza. Oh, my. So the lower number is a 2. So let's see what the advancement chart says. Wow, that'll be kind of a stinker. Let's see if we can find that chart, and it'll be one momento here. I've had those charts ready to go. Live action baseball as you see it here. Watching the charts flow. Here we go. So here we go. Advanced runner. So he's a 2. So he's a 2 runner on first. He goes 2 bases. So runner on first. So that will advance Sundberg to third. I would say if Sundberg's at least a 6, that'll be fine. Running rating is a 6, and that's good. So running rating is a 6. He'll go to third. That's one little caveat I'll do with that. So runner first and third, 1 out. So Mendoza must have gone the other way, allowing Sundberg to get the extra base. First and third, 1 out. And now the Yankees will probably play the infield in. Bump Wills has 2 hits in the ball game and has a run batted in. So here comes Bump, batting right-handed against Tommy John. John from the stretch looks in. First and third, 1 out. Pitch to John, and that is going to be a 6 from Tommy. That's in play. It's going to be a 40. That's a ground ball back to first. With the infield in, I'll make the caveat and say the runner will go to second and throw him out, and they gets him. So 1-3 play by John. If the infield is in, I'm not going to have them make the play there. So Sundberg stays at third, and Mendoza moves to second, 2 outs. So second and third, 2 outs. Here's Mickey Rivers. So John gets the job done, and now here is the former Yank trying to do some harm. He's 0 for 2. He grounded back to the mound and hit into a fielder's choice. Rivers, though, a fine hitter versus left-handed pitching this. He gets in that extended crouch. The Yankees are very familiar with this. Second and third, 2 out. John looks in from the stretch. Looks in, and the pitch. That's going to be a 5. That's in play, but an 83 will get him. That's a fly ball to center. Munfree there. Make the catch, and the Rangers strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-1. 1981, opening day. So Texas, 1 run, 5 hits. The Yanks, 1 run on 3 hits. So now for the Yanks, Nettles, Worth, and Dent. Nettles he singled his first time up. That was back in the 2nd inning. So Nettles comes up against the left-hander Matlack. Matlack looks in, gets the sign and the pitch. That'll be a 9 for Matlack. That's a patient, but a 94 for Nettles is not patient enough. Skies to right field. That'll be Johnny Grubb. He waits at the track, makes the catch, and 1 away. Here is Dennis Worth. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. Again, he's the designated hitter today. Again, these are as-played lineups, so I won't make any changes or possibilities until at least the 7th inning, and let Gene Michaels' lineup be the call of the afternoon. Again, I'll make pitching changes, but offensive changes to the lineup will not get adjusted at least until the 7th. So here we go. On the mound's Matlack, left-hander to the right-hander Worth, and the pitch. That'll be a 5 from Matlack. That's a patient, but a 58 for Dennis Worth is going to be a ground ball to second. Wills has been busy today. Throws him out, and there's 2 outs. So here's Bucky Dent. He grounded a shorts first time up, so he's 0 for 1 today. Dent hit 276 versus lefties in 81. He won't be around for the 81 postseason. He got hurt. And Larry Milbourne came to the Yankees and became an absolute big-time signing. So with 2 outs, Dent comes in, looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. That will be a 7 from Matlack. That's a tough. A 79. That's a fly ball to center field. That'll be Mickey Rivers. Comes in, makes the catch. And the Yanks go 3 up, 3 down in the 5th. Let's head to the 6th. 1981 opening day. 1-1. Texas, 1 run on 5 hits. The Yanks, 1 run on 3 hits. So top of the 6th, the Rangers will now set up Oliver, Bell, and Sample. So Oliver always a great hitter. I mean, he is one of those guys who can get voted into the Hall of Fame, and I would never have a problem with it. Oliver's always had some great producing years, American League or nationally. He always knew how to hit, and the DH gave him some extended life, and he was always a solid ball player. Oliver 0 for 2 today, ground to third and fly to left. So Tommy John's got to be careful with Al. Al Oliver hit 2 home runs in 81 versus lefties, hit 297. John looks in with the side and the pitch. That will be a 6 from John. That's in play, but an 81 will be a fly ball to center. Mumphrey's there, makes the catch, and they got Oliver for an 0 for 3 today. So now here's Buddy Bell. He's 0 for 2. He grounded back to the mound and fly to left. Again, Tommy John staying away from these big right-handed and left-handed barrels of the bats. John's always been able to do that when he's been on his game. John looks in, gets the sign from Cerrone, and here's the pitch. And it's a 2. Just as I say that, it's in the wheelhouse. 48 for Bell against the lefties. A line drive base hit. So Buddy Bell with a base hit. So that's one thing Tommy John cannot do is pitch to the barrels mid-plate. As Buddy Bell smacked one to the left. That is the 6th hit for the Rangers. So now here is Billy Sample. Sample 0 for 2, struck out and fly to center. John only has 1 strikeout and Sample's been the only victim. John from the stretch, runner on first. Bell usually doesn't have, he rolled a 2 though. So Buddy Bell can run. And let's see how many stolen bases. Bell only had 3 steals, so we'll hold them there. But let's see, running rating for Bell is a 6. So run on first and 1 out. He gets the jump, but we'll hold him there. Here's Sample. Sample normally can hit lefties better. This season he hit 250 versus lefties. John from the stretch gets the sign. Runner on first and 1 out, and the pitch. That'll be a 3. That's a defensive check. Let's see if these Yankees can't keep making good plays. This is the 2nd defensive check in the ball game. Let's roll the 10-sided dice. It is going to be a 39. A 39 is an error on the pitcher. That is Tommy John. Tommy John's rating. Let's see. He is a B and a 5. He is a Gold Glove type guy. An error on a 1 to 23. Tommy John makes the play on a 66. Let's see if we can turn a double play on it. So Billy Sample's double play is a 5. Tommy John is a 7. Let's roll the 2 6-sided dice again. It's a 7. So gets the fielder's choice 1 to 6. So 1 to 6 on there retires. It retires Buddy Bell, but Billy Sample able to beat the throw. He's a running rating on a 3. So let's see. Again, we'll have to re-roll the dice for the hold. We'll see. Johnny Grubb steps up, so Billy Sample gets a good jump. Let's see if he does. He does it on a 7. So now here's Johnny Grubb. Runner on first and 2 outs. Grubb is 0 for 2. Ground to second twice. He's tested Randolph twice, and Randolph's thrown him out twice. John from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 out. Pitched from Tommy. That's going to be a 3. That's another defensive check. Boy, that's the 3rd defensive check for Tommy John today. Let's look at it. It's going to be an 0-4 this time. That is going to be a range check on the first baseman, Watson. Never known to be a defensive stalwart. This could be interesting. He's a range F. So it's a 1 to 65 is a hit. Let's see. 97. What a play by Watson. He gets up, throws to John covering. What a play for Bob Watson. Put a star on it. So no runs on 1 hit and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 1-1. What a play from Watson on an F reading. So now the Yankees send up Randolph, Mumphrey, and Winfield here in the bottom of the 6th. The Rangers 1 run on 6 hits. The Yankees 1 run on 3 hits. This is the 6th and possible final inning for Matlack. He is not yet officially tired, but I do use the Stratomatic 3 hits or walks in an inning unless you give up more than 5 runs in a game. So I use that in kind of a double as a caveat for point of weakness. But this is the 6th inning, so he could get hurt in this one. Randolph the batter, Matlack the pitcher. He looks in, and here's the pitch. Here's a 6. That'll be an in-play result. And that is going to be a 44. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. Bell's got it, picks it up, and makes a nice looking throw, one away. So Randolph gets out one away. Here's Jerry Mumphrey. Mumphrey's 0 for 2. Fly to left and pop the third. Or pop the first, I should say. So Pat Putnam's been busy over there with a couple pop-ups. And now here is Mumphrey batting right-handed against Matlack. Matlack with the wind-up and pitch. That's going to be a 4. That's going to be a tough. That's going to be a tough one. A 67. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. Mendoza's got it, makes the throw, and there's 2 outs. Yankees only held the 3 hits in the game. Here's one of them, Dave Winfield. 1 for 2. Had his first Yankee hit back in the 4th inning, a double, then came around to score on a sacrifice fly by Lou Pinella. Matlack looks in from gets the sign from Sundberg. Here it is, and the one, and the pitch. It's a 5. That's going to be a patient 0-1. It's a walk. So Dave Winfield will get the walk. So it's a 5 on Winfield. He gets the stolen base on a 3, so he'll stay there. Runner on first, 2 outs for Watson. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded at 2, bumped Wills twice. So Matlack has been able to, Watson has not been able to pull Matlack yet. He's hit the ball to the opposite field twice. Matlack looks in, gets the sign from Sundberg. Watson, the big right-handed hitter, steps into the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 9 for Matlack. That's going to be a patient on a 38. That could be interesting for Matlack. 38 patients, a walk. So a walk for Bob Watson. So that's something Matlack usually doesn't do, is walk people. He's now walked the last 2, and one more hit or walk could possibly fatigue him. So now here is Lou Pinella. So Pinella steps up. He's 0 for 1. He grounded a second, back in the second, and hit a long sacrifice fly in the 4th that tied this game. Another 2-out situation for Pinella here. Right-handed batter against Matlack. Matlack from the stretch gets the sign, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a 9. That's going to be a patient for Pinella versus a lefty. Just misses off the chart. He grounded the first. Putnam with a nice play. Throws it to Matlack, covering to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks. We have played 6. Our score is 1-1. So we go to the 7th inning. This is Tommy John's fatigue inning. And he'll pitch to lefty, righty, Putnam, Sundberg, and Mendoza. So let's look at things here. Let's look at the Yankee. Let's look at that day in Yankee history if we can. And let's see if we can kind of pull up here. Hopefully we'll be able to speedy internet where I can do this real fast. And then we want to see, we'll look at results. Yankees won this game in actual right, like 10-3. So this game definitely playing different than actuality, which is good. You don't want a game to be played exactly how things were. And let's see if we can get the schedule and results up for us. So give me 1 second here. I was going to see who the Rangers maybe did hit that game or not. We're now in the 7th inning. We can make some adjustments. Putnam will swing away. He's 0 for 2. Putnam, a lefty against a lefty, John. John looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch. That'll be a 10. That's going to be in the ballpark. 13 versus the lefties, and he gets an opportunity to swing in the wheelhouse. 1-40 is a positive situation for Putnam. It's an 80, and he misses it. Skies to center. Mumphrey sends him back to the track. Death Valley will gobble that up, and Mumphrey makes the catch. Boy, Tommy John, if he pitched more middle of the plate, Putnam may have sent that into orbit. Oh, Putnam just missed it, but Mumphrey was there in the big part of the ballpark. So with 1 out, here's Sundberg. Sundberg 2 for 2, a double and a run scored. So again, Tommy John looks in. He has to make a good pitch here. He doesn't want Sundberg to reach again. Here's the pitch. It's a 3. It's a defensive check for the umpteenth time today. Now, let's go ahead and roll the 2 10-sided dice again for our result. That's going to be a 76. That's an error on Dent. So let's see if Bucky Dent comes up with the play. He is an error 3, so that's about average. He will be good on a 1-41's an error. Here's a play by Dent, and no, Bucky Dent went off the arm, and no play is made. So finally, that came back and haunted him. We do those so many times, and eventually you'll get an error somewhere. So Bucky Dent allows Jim Sundberg to reach. So runner on first and no runner on first and one out for the shortstop Mario Mendoza. So Mendoza 1 for 2 today. Again, Yankees looking and see what options are going to work for them. It's just winning what I'm looking for, but again, slow. So Mendoza the batter. Mendoza, let's see. We're not going to let Wills bat with a runner on. So Mendoza's going to swing away. John from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be an 8. That will be a tough on an 86. That is a ground ball to short. Let's see if we'll turn 2. So John is a 7. Double play is an 8. That's an 8 on there. That's a double play. So Bucky Dent comes back and turns a double play. 6-4-3. How about that? So Dent the Randolph the Watson and ends the inning. So now we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 7th inning stretch. We're tied at 1. We'll keep it here for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So now for the Yanks, it'll be Cerrone, Nettles, and Worth. The Rangers 1 run on 6 hits. The Yankees 1 run on 3 hits and an error. Cerrone, Nettles, and Worth the bat for the Yankees against John Matlack. He's right now 1 inning past his point of weakness. He gave up 2 walks in the 6th inning. So Cerrone steps up, Matlack looks in, gets the sign, and deals. That'll be a 7. That's going to be a tough on a 28 for Cerrone is going to be a single. Oh, how about that? So on a tough hit, 28 is the lowest you can hit, and Cerrone nailed it. So he got it off the end of the bat, base hit Cerrone. He's 2 for 3, and now Ricky is on with nobody out. Here's Greg Nettles. So Nettles, the batter. Nettles is so far 1 for 2 with a single. So again, that is hit number 3. One more would probably fatigue Matlack right now. So Matlack from the stretch looks in, gets the sign, runner on first and nobody out. The pitch is going to be a 9 from Matlack. That's going to be a patient on a 33 is a walk, and Nettles walks, and that might be all for John Matlack. So that is 3 walks and a hit in the last 2 innings. So again, we'll pull out the folder here and see what options we have. Let's do it here. First and second, the Yankees will now send up the right-handed hitter Dennis Worth. Let's see, what is he like more? Oh, he does not hit at all versus righties. But if you do a righty, I'll tell you right now, we'll probably bring in Bobby Mercer. So Mercer wants to swing. He wasn't going to play versus the lefty today. So now let's see. And we're still wigging out here. Give me 1 second, folks. I do apologize for the little slowness. The Yankees won the actual game 10-3. John with the win, Matlack with the loss. Game went 248, 55,000 at the stadium. So Jim Kern was one of their closers. He had 6 saves, 21 hits, and 30 innings, 2.70 ERA. Let's see who the good righty would be. I don't want to reach in their rotation. And I know Jenkins does pitch game 3 and wins. Honeycutt had 20 starts, so again, you kind of want to stay away from him. So let's see who with innings pitched, who we go with here. Could be Dave Schmidt, 14 games, 1 start, 1 save, 31 hits, 31 innings. He was a 7, bunch of in plays though. Kind of want to stay away from guys who may give up a lot of base runners. So let's see who do they go with. Again, not a strong team. Bob Babcock, 21 hits, 28 innings in 16 games. And that may be all right. Let's bring a righty in. So Bob Babcock will come in a right-hander, and the Yankees may make the decision. He did hit a home run, I believe, on opening day. It might have been an opening day grand slam. Was Bobby Mercer. So Yankees will make the corresponding move here. I'd use the best pitcher the Rangers had, and not really kind of looking at a double standard of if I do this, Yankees will swap him out. But I'm going to go ahead and bring in Mercer here. Again, he's all about right-handers. So Mercer on the season hit 6 home runs, hit 258. Most of the offense was against left-handers. So let's go. So we'll have a new pitcher first of all. Let's go a new pitcher, and that'll be Bob Babcock. He will be the righty, does not bat, and he replaces Matlack in the game. So again, that will make that change, and then the Yankees will call back Dennis Worth, and it will be Bobby Mercer. We're in a 1-1 ball game here, 2 men on. Mercer to swing away. So let's see if Bobby's got some power. 78% if he gets a wheelhouse on Babcock's card, so we're looking for a 2. Babcock looks in, first and second, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Mercer. It's a 5. That's going to be patient. 34. Patient is going to be a single for Bobby Mercer. So he gets the job done. And that will be Rick Cerrone from second. Let's see what his running rating first of all is. He's a 5. So it will be, since it was a patient, we're not going to check the chart. We're not going to let him score, and it's bases loaded. Station to station, as they say. So the Yankees have loaded up with nobody out, and now here is Bucky Dent. Bat 0 for 2 in the ball game. Come on, Bucky. What can Bucky do? So can Bob Babcock do the job? Bases loaded, nobody out. Rangers will bring the infield in. Bottom of the 7th, tie game. Babcock from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dent. It's an 11. That's a defensive check for the Rangers. Boy, got a bunch of those today. First time for the Rangers, though. We'll see what happens. It's going to be an 0-7. That is going to be a range check on Wills. So Wills on a range check is a C. 1-46 is a hit. And it's an 0-3, a base hit for Bump Wills. So an 0-3. So Wills unable to get it. So let's see. We'll now roll the 2. It's against the second baseman, so now we'll roll the 2 12-sided. It's a 6, and it's a single, 1 star, so Bump Wills knocks it down, comes up with it, but everybody is safe, and the Yankees lead it 2-1. So Dent with an RBI single, and the bases remain loaded. So now here's Willie Randolph against a right-handed hitter, Babcock. Babcock has not came in and been successful so far. He's been kind of been pitching. He's been getting a lot of low rolls on the patience and stuff. He's got to work more aggressive. Bases loaded. Infield will stay in. Here's the pitch from Babcock. That's going to be an 11. A defensive check. Boy, we're getting nailed by those today. Defensive check again. We'll check to 55. That'll be an error on Bump Wills this time. He is an error check on a 3. 1-41 is an error. Let's see if he makes the play. Yes, he does. So now we'll see if he will go home with this and maybe go to the double play route. So now the double play on Randolph. He is a double play 9. That's good. Double play 9. Oh, boy, Randolph must have been slow. Double plays on a 9. Oh, that's an 11. So they get the runner at the plate, but that was it. So fielder's choice, they get the lead runner. So out at home, and Wills gets a big out. So he only can get 1. So Randolph scoots down the bag and luckily beats it out. It was a low number in front of the plate, and he throws it out. So Wills came in and kind of fired one at the plate. Sundberg with a nice recovery makes the play, and that's all you get. So Mumphrey comes up now. Again, a little better hitter against righties, though. We'll see if Babcock can make a quality pitch here. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-1 Yanks. Last of the 7th, opening day, 1981. Babcock from the stretch. Bases loaded, 1 out, and the pitch. It's going to be a 10. That's going to be a patient. 14 on a patient. It's a walk, and he walked him. So Mumphrey with the bases loaded. That will start the carousel, and the Yankees will lead it by the score of 3-1. So again, the floodgates open up with all these walks, and now here's Winfield. What will the Rangers do here in the seventh? Yeah, the Rangers may have to make another corresponding move. Babcock is really kind of squandering in there. And let's see, with 20 starts, Nettles looks like he's in there for duration. 22 starts, and I don't get a day for him when he's on the roster. So the Rangers will bring in an old-time guy who Reggie Jackson will hit a couple home runs off, Charlie Huff. So Charlie Huff will come in, right-hander, and here comes the next move. So we have a pitching change at the ballpark. The Texas Rangers not wanting this one to fall apart on them, but they are having struggles. New pitcher will be Charlie Huff. Oops. Give me one moment here to adjust the Huff in the game. So not a good day for Bob Babcock. The card looked a lot better than that, to be honest, and he just didn't have it. So let's give you Babcock's numbers. Unfortunately, John Matlack fortunately had to feel the brunt of this, and he's going to get unfortunately, he may get the brunt of the loss here. It's 3-1 Yanks, 1 out in the inning. Matlack went 6+ innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, some at the wrong time. Babcock went a third inning, 2 hits, 1 run, and was earned in a walk. But right now, the runners on base are his responsibility, and here comes the veteran right-hander Charlie Huff. So Huff comes in, boy, when Huff gets in rotation a couple years from now too, he becomes a stalwart on this Ranger pitching staff. But he had a limited innings this year. Of course, a strike, 21 games, 5 starts, 2 complete games, 61 hits in 82 innings. But he'll come out of relief in this one. And here we go. Bases loaded, 1 out. Dave Winfield, the batter, knuckleball pitcher to Winfield. Looks in, gets the sign. Infield will play back. They're going to try to get 2 on Winfield. It's a 3. It's going to be a patient. It's a 31 for a patient versus a lefty. And that is a walk. So Winfield, and the knuckleball had no knuckle on it. It went all over the place. And the Yankees and another one again as they put a quarter in the machine. So the Yankees now lead at 4-1. The merry-go-round spins again. The Yankees, 3-run 7th. And now here is Bob Watson. 1 out, bases loaded. Infield playing back again. Let's see if Huff can get one over the plate here. From the stretch, gets the sign and the delivery. It's going to be a 6. It's going to be a tough. It's going to be a 31, and that is just missed it. Holy cow. It's a ground ball back to the mound. Let's see if Huff can turn 2. Double play 7. Double play 10. That's a 1, 6, 3 double play. So Charlie Huff finally gets the ball he needed. Double play in front of him ends the inning, but the Yanks do score 3 in the 7th. Let's go to the 8th. 4-1 Yankees. So Tommy John has worked 7 strong innings today. Let's see. Nope. The pinch hitter that stayed in the game was Mercer. He'll stay in as the active DH. So now here's Wills, followed by Rivers and Oliver. So far, Tommy John has pitched to 27 batters through 7 innings. So John may have to give up to someone here. Let's see who the Yankees may spin to. It could be, let's see, and they have Gossage up in the Yankee bullpen. So Gossage is going to be ready and willing once he's ready. Let's see who the Yankees, I believe they pitched Tommy Underwood in this one and finished it out, and the Yankees with the huge lead. So Gossage is ready. Oh, now you know what? I'm going to go to Ron Davis. So Davis and Gossage are both up in the Yankee bullpen, pair of right-handers. So now Wills, Rivers, and Oliver to bat here in the 8th. So let's see if Wills can do anything here against Tommy John. That's a long inning for John to be sitting on the bench, though. Here's the pitch. It's going to be an 8. An 8 is going to be a tough, a 14, and a strikeout, and Bump Wills strikes out. So Tommy John went for the slider away, and Bump Wills chased it. Second strikeout for him. Here's Mickey. He's 0 for 3. So Tommy John looks in. He looks to be a little bit stronger even with the time on the bench. John looks in. Here's the pitch. and that's going to be a 4 for Tommy. That's going to be a tough. Tough on a 71 is going to be a ground ball to short. Easy play for Ned, throws him out and 2 outs. So Tommy John gets the job done. He actually had 7 complete games out of 20 starts in 81, which is kind of amazing. And I never thought of him being the one who stood out there for 9 innings. But here we go, 2 outs. John 0 for 3. Oliver's ground to third, fly to left, and fly to center. John looks in, gets the sign, and the pitch. That's going to be an 8. An 8 is going to be a tough. A 91 ground ball to second. That should do it. Throws him out and ends the inning. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning, folks. It's 4-1 Yankees. So Tommy John comes in. Gene Michael pats Tommy on the back, and that might be it for him. They want to get him out of here and kind of conserve his innings. So here we go. Yankees 4 runs on 6 hits. The Rangers 1 run on 6 hits. Yankees getting a majority of the runs on the walks, as Ranger pitching has not come close to the plate the last inning or so. Huff looks in, gets the sign. Here it is, bottom of the 8th, and the pitch. It's going to be a 7. That's going to be a tough. Pinella on a 91, grounds to short. Mendoza's get it, throws it out, and we got 1 out. Here's Rick Cerrone. He's 2 for 3. He singled in the 7th inning. That started it all off, and scored the go-ahead run. So here's Huff, looks in, gets the sign from Sundberg, and the pitch. It's an 8. That's going to be a tough, but a 75 is going to be a fly ball to center. That is going to be center fielder Rivers makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So now here is Greg Nettles. He's 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Yankees holding on to a 4-1 lead. Both teams at 6 base hits. Huff looks in, gets a sign from Sundberg, and the pitch. That's going to be a 10. That's in the ballpark, but a 59. A 59 to a lefty. That could be trouble for Nettles. Nettles, he's going to get a wheelhouse attempt, and that is going to be a home run on a 1 to 59. It's going to be a hit from 64 to 89. Here's the swing. 49, deep drive to right field. Back goes right fielder Grubb, looks up and out of here. Home run, Greg Nettles. So Nettles hits one in the seats in right. Hey, Greg Nettles, this bud's for you. So Nettles with his 2nd hit of the ball game, the Yanks' first home run of the ball game, and the Yanks lead it 5-1. So now here is Bobby Mercer, stays in the game. He was 1 for 1 with a run scored back in that 7th inning. Huff looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Bobby. It's going to be a 6, and that's going to be a tough. Tough on a 91. It's a ground ball to second. Wills gets it, throws him out, and we go to the 9th. It is 5-1 Yanks. So now on the mound for the New York Yankees will be Ron Davis. So Ron Davis comes in. He was 43 games, 73 innings, 47 hits, and only 6 home runs. So he got a little home run happy. We'll have to monitor that, make sure he doesn't give him any long balls here. He'll pitch to the middle of the lineup, Bell, Sample, and Grubb. Probably no pinch hitters there. Let's do this. 5-1 Yankees in the 9th. The game, Rangers scored a run in the 3rd. The Yankees scored a run in the 4th. And then the Yankees with 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. They lead 5-1. 5 runs on 7 hits and an error for the Yanks. 1 runs on 6 hits for the Rangers. So Buddy Bell steps up against Davis. Davis a fastball type pitcher. Good slider. Davis looks in and the pitch. That's going to be a 5. That's going to be a tough. 93 is a skies of left field. That will be the left fielder for the Yanks. Winfield makes the catch. And there's 1 away. And here is Billy Sample. So Sample the batter. Sample is at 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Here we go. So looks in from Davis. Gets the sign and deals. That'll be a 6. That's going to be a tough. That's a 74. That's a fly ball to center. That will be 2 outs. And there's 2 outs in the game. They're down to the last out. And that'll be Johnny Grubb. Gets his chance against a right-hander right now. Grubb hit 226 versus righties. He has some power. Davis looks in. 2 outs in the 9th. Fans on their feet. Sellout crowd here. Representing the 1980 American League East champions. Looks in and the pitch. And that's going to be a 9 from Davis in the ballpark. A 60 to a lefty. Boy, that is going to be a wheelhouse attempt. A base hit from 1 to 55. It's an 83, and they miss it. Ground ball to second. Picked up by Randolph. Gets it in and throws him out. And the Yankees win opening day 1981 by the final score of 5 to 1. So let's go ahead and look at our box score. I almost assume the loss goes to John Matlack. He most likely gave up 2 runs. He did. He gave up 2 of the 5 runs. So John Matlack, unfortunately, gets tagged with the loss here. So let's do and finish this real quick, give you the box score, and send you out of here. Winning pitcher is Tommy John, and I guess he gets the complete game. I forgot to put Ron Davis in there. I'm not going to go back and switch it. So loss will go to Matlack, and that is the ball game. Game was played at Yankee Stadium. That's one thing you got to remember to switch pitchers. So now let's go. Now let's go to the box score real quick and give you some final results here. Opening day 1981. So the Yankees win it. They had 7 hits. The Rangers had 6. It was Winfield 1 for 2, a run scored in an RBI. Pinella 1 for 3, had a sacrifice. Oh, he went 0 for 3, and a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Cerrone 2 for 4, run scored. Nettles 2 for 3, run scored RBI, including his first home run. Mercer 1 for 2 as a pinch hitter and stayed in with a run scored. Bucky Dent 1 for 3, a run scored, and an RBI. For the Rangers, Wills was 2 for 4. Sundberg was 2 for 3. Only RBI in the ball game was by Bub Wills. Rangers scored first in the third, led 1-0. Yankees came back a run in the fourth, 3 in the seventh, 1 in the eighth, and they go on and win it 5 to 1. Yankees 5 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Rangers 1 run, 6 hits. Tommy John gets the win. He goes 9, 6 hits, 1 run is earned, 2 strikeouts. Matlack goes 6, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks. Gets the loss. Thank you, folks. This has been a 1981 Payoff Pitch production here on the Sports Machine. My name is Utah Mike, and I thank you so much for being a part of this game today. Please come in and watch this game. Please like, please subscribe, do what you can for the channel. Again, this has been an upload for me on April 9th, 1981. Thank you. We'll see you again, and once again, thank you for coming in.